An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
I can't understand the way that I am with you. You go your way, I better not stay again. No, not again. Girl, you know I can't resist, no matter how much you insist that I should go away from you. But that's not what I want to do. Here I go again with you. Here I go again. Here I go again with you. Here I go again. That look in your eyes, it's no surprise to me. No, not to me. I've been there before. Still I want more from you. Yes, I do. Girl, you know I can't resist, no matter how much you insist that I should go away from you. That's not what I want to do. Can't we be friends? Does it really have to? Won't you tell me why the love we share just be friends? Oh, what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. It's Friday. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty, first one in the building. Followed by Sam. What's up, man? Epic Gnosis. Hello, hello. Pixie Bell. What's up, girl? All right. Simon, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Get better at MCOC. What's up? Why is comp for raids taking forever? I don't know. I hope we get it even today. We don't know. That intro just scared me. I'm vibing to the calm music. And that intro happens. Oh, man. Sing that when Mike comes into the stream. Hey, he's heard me sing before. Simon, sometimes I'll sing, sometimes I won't. Just, you know, depends on how I'm feeling that day. Hello. All right. Man, wait till I post up this war number 10. That was a rough. I had to face a rank 4 arcade, not even on a mini, on my path. And then I had to face Korg, stun immune, and a tactic defender. No bueno. All right, let's get going here. Did it, ooh. I want to be like a you. Let's turn this off for now and get started. Decided to buy the sigil yesterday. Got 300 units up front. Opened the featured and got 7-star bastion. Wow. Okay. And you're in the arena and on an 80 streak, 2 million points. Well, now you don't need it. Wow. Yeah, that don't usually happen to me. Tell you that. I remember a time when I used to buy those. And I think out of all the times, and I used to just buy them, spend sometimes like 7,000 units, something like that, 10,000 units. And out of all the times, I think I ended up getting the featured champion a handful of times. And getting the top level, at the time it wasn't 7-star, it was 6-star. I think I ended up getting 2 out of that. The express mode is so much faster, and I unlock liquid courage. It's so much more points and faster fight. Yeah, exactly. That's why people were so upset that they put it behind a paywall. That's something that a lot of people felt should have been given to us. We have been asking for stuff like that. It's a quality of life improvement that really should have been to everybody. Really. But no. All right, so I think I already got my Alliance quest done. Let me see. Yep, already done there. I already know I did Alliance War. Energy. I did some energy. Yeah, okay, good. I did energy earlier today. So, let's hop on in. As you can see, I finished the featured. I got 1.7, which is where I left it when we were last together. And I got these arenas to go. So I'm going to use my 7 stars in this arena. And that should get that done pretty quickly. And then we'll go from there. I don't know if I'll do the Summoner Trials or do the T4 Basic. I don't know. I try to do all the arenas that come by. Even the Catalyst Clash one, but I don't do all of it. I just do enough to get the units. But yeah, Simon, that that express mode, when because I didn't get it, right? And Mike Holman was like, no, we got to get you that express mode, so you can see, you know, the difference. Not only that, but since I stream it, it makes it a little bit quicker for you guys. You know, for some people, they were hating to see all those screens and everything that I was having to deal with, you know? And yeah. For me, the express mode the express mode and the increased inventory cap are really the only reason I would recommend the sigil. Those are the two biggest selling points, and I guess that's why they put that express mode behind it. You know, there's some other nice things in there, but nothing you can't do without. My YouTube subscription expired. Now I don't want to do Arena. Wait, what? Your YouTube subscription? Or are you talking about the sigil? Hope the comp is not an April Fool's joke. Why is it taking forever? That is how it goes. Sometimes we get it early. Sometimes we get it late. I remember there was a time we were all expecting something to come out on Friday, and it ended up coming out earlier that week. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe they're having an issue with distribution, getting it out, you know? Or it may come out while I'm streaming. It may come out after the stream. You know? It's just the way it goes. Woo! Ho, ho, hey, ho! Maybe that refined XP in the sigil. Are you talking about the bundle? Tell you how much I pay attention. But yeah, so just gotta wait. I know it's painful, especially with this compensation, because this compensation is juicy. I'm waiting for it. I was gonna put out a video this morning, like I usually do, right? But I'm like, well, if the compensation comes out, then I will make a video after that, and we'll have a nice crystal opening video instead, right? So I'm waiting for it too. I thought the sigil had refined XP in the milestones. Does it? I don't know. It might. Although that wouldn't be something that I'd say made it worth it. AC, what's up, man? Pineapple. Woo, I remember that. Brian Grant. He would always have us say pineapple when he wanted to make sure his stream was working. Pineapple, banana, something. 7-star 50 is, wait. 7-star 50 is Mordo? Huh? What's up, AC? Yeah, long time no see. What's going on, man? You still playing, right? Yeah, I heard Brian was supposed to be coming back from his break and streaming, but I didn't see anything. Oh, your 50th 7-star. Gotcha. Do I have more though? I don't remember. Oh, that was a rumor? I heard a rumor. Has he said when he's coming back? Oh, hasn't. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, he was streaming before I was. So he'd been streaming for a while, and I saw that he was kind of getting burned out. And with the direction that Kabam was taking the game, he just was slowly losing interest. Eggy, what's up, man? I heard Abdo still had him locked in a dungeon. Oh, man. Abdo! Free Brian. Let our Brian go. I'm doing good, man. He's coming back next Tuesday. Bearded Avenger, are you sure? Well, I'll see ya. YouTube subscription gives picture-in-picture so I can watch YouTube while doing arena. Oh, okay. Now that it expired, I don't want to do arena. Gotcha. I never had that, so I had no idea. I was like, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Oh, yeah. You was talking all that good stuff a second ago, and then you got kicked in your chest. Oh, this is bad. Why didn't I just block that? Yeah, it is a bad matchup. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could have won that one, but he was on my butt. That was a bad matchup. Anyway. I should have fought him with America Chavez, not Shuri. But I don't really pay attention when I'm matching stuff up, so. Check your calendar. Oh, April 1st. Gotcha. Tuesday is April 1st, by the way. And just so you guys know, Monday, I have a follow-up at the doctor. She wants to make sure everything is going well. So I either won't stream at all or I'll stream later on Monday. I love the way Spiral just comes in dancing. That's awesome. I know you said all that stuff about venting the other day, but need to say something. My dad tells me to clean on Saturday, so I done it today, and he's mad. I don't know your dad, but I do know people like that. And if they told you to clean on Saturday, they want you to clean on Saturday. There are folks I know that are that way. Very, very anal about things like that. I'll tell you a story about this guy that I played with. Dark Age of Camelot. I'm good, man. Shari, I just shaved. I still play the game here and there, but giving it up mostly because it's pay to win. That's pretty much what Brian was feeling. Oh boy, this is a bad matchup. See, again, I didn't pay attention. So for this one, I'm gonna need to just be very careful and fire my man, that degen. And of course, he's gonna keep firing that off. Fire off my special 3. Oh! Look at this, man. Woo! When you don't want them to fire specials, they spam them like a machine gun. But let me tell you, in Dark Age of Camelot, there was this paladin named Dark Fury. Now, what in the heck was that? What was that? Wow, that didn't do a lot of damage at all. Oh, what the? He put me to sleep when I tried to counter? Oh, my goodness. Better go untouchable there. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee! I need to learn this boy. That was crazy. What the world was that? Okay. Bullseye, best Sinister counter. Asher, what's up, man? Yo, no, Sinister is a good Bullseye counter. All right, so YT user, what's up, man? So this guy, he was a paladin. Now, the reason I say that is because this was an MMO, and we had certain events in Dark Age of Camelot that you could do to get some good gear that you could make, right? You needed the materials. And to get, like, the highest level of materials, you had to attack a castle. All right. The castle run by NPCs. You would defeat the castle, defeat the boss, you know, the main guy, and then the loot would be distributed because it was a raid. So you weren't doing it by yourself. You had to have a team. Now, it took some organization because you had to break in to the castle. You had to have a siege ram or whatever. And nobody could carry a fully assembled siege ram. Weight was a thing in this game, and if you tried to do that, you wouldn't be able to move. Okay? So what you would have to do is have some people carrying each of the parts. You know, anybody could carry the parts. And then whoever had the skill to build what the? Okay, well that's that. I didn't realize that he also did that on his second bar. I don't usually get him on his second bar. But anyway, so some people would have different parts, you know, so they could at least move. And then when you got to the castle, you would assemble it. The paladin was basically the only class that could really tank. I mean, you could tank it with somebody else, but the paladin was your tank. And that's really who could tank that boss while everybody else is fighting and clearing stuff and all that. So who did that? Oh, okay. Okay. So this guy, he was a paladin. So you can't really do this without him. I was also a paladin. However, I did not have his gear. So I was not able to do the tanking like he could because I didn't have that gear. It would not be good if I tried it, all right? Which I had done before. All right, so how do you get the gear? By running these raids. You ran the raid, and there was an item that would drop. Now, me being a paladin, you only needed one paladin. Okay, so the only reason for a second paladin to be there is trying to get that gear so that they also could, you know, have basically the best gear in the game and would be able to tank this. And now if you wanted to be a jerk, you didn't have to let another paladin come along, but the other paladin wasn't just useless. You know, the other paladin could be what's called the off tank. So, you know, while he's main tanking the boss, I can off tank some other stuff and make things a little bit easier, you know? So one day, and this guy, by the way, was really anal about things. All right, really anal. He would say this. Okay. Who? Now, hear the question. Who has the building skill? And folks would say, I don't. Now, you've heard people do that before, right? But is that what he asked? Did he ask anybody if they didn't have the skill? See what I'm saying? Some people are like that. And he would blow up at people. And he was like, ugh. He was like, did I say that? He would actually kick some people out of the group. Now, keep in mind, if he kicks you out the group, that's it. Nobody can run it, right? I stayed quiet, ran every raid that I could, got my, got enough of the materials, and I was able to get some of the gear, right? And then he pitched a fit. Now, I want you to understand that he was the top paladin on that server. He was basically the only one really running that raid. I was actually in the same guild as him. They had a leaderboard. You got points every time you defeated the castle, right? And his score was up there, all right? Because he ran them all the time and nobody else was running them. You had to have a paladin. You had to have somebody that had really good gear, and there weren't that many. So when he pitched a fit, he didn't know that I was basically like one piece away from having all of it. So what I did, because he was so nasty that people really didn't like, raiding with him because he was that way, right? And so I ran one. It was difficult, but it wasn't as difficult as I feared because I had most of the gear. And I set up my team so that I had extra healer. And we completed it. It hurt, it was rough, but we completed it. When people saw that I was able to complete it, I became like the only other option. He went, right? So I started getting all kinds of requests. Can you come? We're about to run one. We need a tank. Can you come? And so I was able to get all the gear, and I had learned how to run it. And so I started running them regularly. See, he thought he was hurting people by not coming, like, yeah, I'll just be out and then let's see how they like that. Because there was nobody else as far as he knew that could do it. But I stepped into the gap, my points, and I know he was checking, started going up, and I caught up to him. And that's when he came back. But guess what? People didn't want to run with him. They wanted to run with me. Points kept going up. But like I said, I know folks like that. I get what you're saying. I just don't get him because there was times when I didn't clean my room at all. I know that sounds bad, but I used to be really lazy. So I don't get why he's getting mad. Ask him. Because I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe he had something he wanted to do on Saturday. Maybe he wanted you busy. I don't know. I was expecting for a Nightmare Raid conversation to come through 30 minutes ago, but I'm guessing we got to wait until next week. It may come later today. I don't know. Not falling for it. Yep. What did I just hear, Pixie? Did you hear that? I heard it and knew you were gonna say something. Oh wait, no, let's do that. Project Xavier, what's up, man? How you doing? Matrox, all right, Matic. I don't know why I said Matrox. Matic, what's up, man? No, I'm not grinding. I already got the 4-star. Good enough for me for right now. Ooh! Hey! No, but to be fair, he has ADHD. Oh, there you go. That's it. Absolutely then. So you know why he's mad. I have 2 nephews that are autistic. And you do something out of the way that they had expected it, and usually they flip out. They're learning not to do that. You know, they're getting older now and all of that, but when they were younger, oh my goodness. Things had to be just so. And see, when they were younger, they would just, you know. But when you get older, it's different. It shows itself up in different ways. Adult ADHD is different, you know. Don't want to bring no negative. I don't consider that negative. That's just, you know, just some family stuff. Help you understand your dad a little bit better, you know. Not that bad to me, anyway. Let's do that. Wait, no, let's do that. I heard people with ADHD are usually really naughty. I am not. What you talking about? Anyway. Ghost Dog! What up, man? Get out of here. Clickbait only because I'm about to be driving for a few. I ain't clickbaiting nothing. Yeah, stop that, YT. He was like, woo! Hey! Hey! Scoochie. Mojo! Andy Beckett, what's up, man? Just finished the Cerastes fight. Oh, yeah. How'd you like that fight? Here we go. Siege, what's up, man? Let me see. Did I miss anything? I'm good. Just took Kate Bishop to rank 4. Oh, what? Wait, to rank 4? And getting ready for the oh, 6-star. That's right. She's not here as a 7-star yet. I wonder if she ever will be. The Glycon fight? Yeah. Oh, wait. You know what? Yeah, that's good. Go ahead, go! Okay, I think I got everybody, right? Yeah, buddy. Man. Did y'all see that? She ensnared him. He couldn't evade. All right. Should I use Storm, Pyramid X, or wait until I get OG Storm? Did I use? I might have used Pyramid X for it. I think you can do it with either one. I could be wrong. You might check check my past live streams and see. Who do I rank to as my first rank 2? Spiral, Enchantress, Dazzler, or Shocker? Ooh. You play BGs a lot. Enchantress then. Enchantress is really nasty when you don't have a good counter. I don't know enough about Bastion, but he doesn't look like he's a defender. He's an attacker. Dazzler is good. But since you're talking about rank 2, I mean, all of them are worthy of a rank 2. I don't have Shocker or Bastion, but my Spiral is rank 2. My Enchantress is rank 3. My Dazzler is rank 3. So that's what I say. I hear y'all talking to YT User, but I haven't seen him. I wonder why. Huh? Wait. Is it not? Do I not have? Is Restream not on? Yeah, but the Restream should be working. Let me see. Yeah, the Restream bot is here. Is it not? Let me see. No, there it is. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. You should see him through a Restream, Ghost Dog. It should be telling you what he's saying. You see it on Twitch. I'm a bit confused there. Let's do that. But yeah, he's on Twitch. But it should be but you should be able to see the Restream bot telling you. Unless you hit him by accident. If you blocked him by accident, you might not see it. That's Zola. Ooh. He looks like he is a very nasty defender. Yeah, I wonder if you blocked him thinking that it was somebody else at some point in time. Because I think that'd be the only way you could block somebody that's talking on Twitch. You could block them on Twitch, but then Restream would just repeat it. I'm actually not sure how you would work that. All right, basic is done. Boo. Should I do some of the trials? Or should I do this T4 basic? Caveman. Woo! Yo, yo, yo. What up, man? Did we? What in the world? All right, yeah, so I will put up. Wait, Bearded Avenger says T4 basic. Daddy Gamer, what's up, man? All right, let's knock that out. Woohoo, Caveman. $10 for a little support. Thank you, bro. Woo, that helps a lot. Let me put you up here. I was looking to see how we lost that war because we were ahead. I thought we had that one. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I want to know how we did that. Unless somebody didn't. But I'll post that that war up if we don't get our compensation in time. But in this war, I had to fight a rank 4 arcade on that safeguard node. And I had to fight that a Korg who was stun immune. Okay. Ooh, I hate fighting this guy. He's just so annoying. All right. Got Zola as well. Does that change anything? Zola, if you want a very strong defender. Definitely. You saw what he did to me. I was like, what is going on? But he is new, so that usually happens with new defenders. Until we figure him out and learn. But for now, yeah. Rank him up, put him on defense. Taking Kate Bishop to rank 5. She's worth it. Ascender, too. Should I rank 2 7-star Shuri or Vox or Ham? Ooh. Who do you use the most? Because all of them should go up. My Shuri is rank 3, Vox is rank 2, and Ham is rank 3. So all of them. Aubrey, hey, what up, man? It's Friday. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the last day. Yo, it's on you. What you gonna do? Just rank 2'd my Enchantress. And I can rank 5. My second ever 6-star option is Volk, Abs Man, Piggy, Mystic. Abs Man. Nick Fury is awesome as well. Is your Nick Fury awakened? My first rank 5 was Nova. That boy cooks. Oh, yeah. Nick Fury is Sig 200. I would say Nick Fury then. He's actually a dual threat. And he's still very annoying on defense. If they don't have a good counter for him, very annoying. So, yeah, for me, it would be Absman, Kingpin, or Nick Fury. The most 7-star I use is Vox and Shuri. Is your Shuri awakened? Let me see. Did you say? No, you didn't say. Shuri's not awakened. All she gets is her awakened. Well, one of the things she gets that I consider powerful is that she can block unblockables. So do you need somebody that can block unblockables? Because she won't do it until she's awakened. Vox is actually really good. Do you run the Liquid Courage Double Edge? You do? Vox. Go with Vox. He has a lot more utility, and he's got immunities, too. Shuri doesn't go well with those masteries. She's good, but with those masteries, she don't have any immunities. He's so on BGs. Oh, you talking about Kingpin? Yeah, Kingpin is a beast. Kingpin is definitely a beast. I say as I whip him up with a gladiator. No. I was looking at what Epignosis said. For you, I would do Kingpin. I mean, not Kingpin. I would do Nick Fury. Because he's still annoying. But if you don't want to do Nick Fury, it would be Absman or Kingpin. Thinking about taking Longshot to rank 2. A lot of people love Longshot, especially when you're going up against somebody that has a lot of buffs. He rips. You got Domino Sig 200. And what rank is she? She better be up there. Rank 4. 7-star or 6-star? Six-star. Oh, okay. I'm happy I got a rank 2. Never mind, rank 3. Domino is up there, but she is available as a 7-star. Just keep that in mind. Kingpin, Nick Fury, They are not available as 7 stars currently. You only Thronebreaker. Okay. When I first watched you, I was Thronebreaker, and now I'm Paragon. Soon to be Valiant. That's what's up, man. Simon's going to be following you soon. Simon chugging away. Come on. Haha, you thought you could just slick and evade. I think they should do it with every champ like Isophene, where if you have... Oh, yeah. That's something new. I think those like Isophene and them are the first to have that, even that mechanic. But was it Jean? She can also choose what special she wants to do. I would love to see more of that, boy. Woo, yeah. Man, if they give everybody that ability, I could see that being really, really fun. Some champs that, you know, you build up to like a special, you could do back-to-back special 1s, or you build up to a special 3, and bam, special 2, special 1. That'd be really good for somebody like Deadpool X-Force, or really anybody that you want to have like a sequence. Dazzler, for example. Ooh, y'all saw that? I just evaded War Machine Special 1. Go back and look. It's always by accident, but it is possible. Yeah, T-Smitty coming. If that happens, then the AI will be like next level. AI already learning. AI learning and growing. Soon it's going to be laughing at us. Well, it's already laughing. We just can't hear it yet. Ooh, I want a 7-star Scorpion. Boy, that would be nasty. 7-star Scorpion, man. That'd be tough. Oh, whoa, hey, hey. Easy now. Easy with that. Still want my 7-star Starkey, but I can wait. I'll get him. Come on. There we go. Weapon flex. Hits like a truck. Don't even know I was in BG's match. Thought it was going to be a calm fight like normal. Got him to a special 2. He hits me, and my HP goes from 100. Yeah. He ain't no joke. Did I take mine? I can't remember. I don't know if I took mine to rank 3. I think I did. He's either rank 2 or rank 3. Kingpin. What up, man? How goes it? It's Friday. We relaxing. Oh, more good news. So, the renter who is paying has been paying. He had a function he needed to go to, and he asked us if he could pay in, increments this month. And he just paid his final one today. So we should be able to catch up on the power bill, because we've been late every month for a while. It's Friday. We gonna get you high today. How you gonna get fired on your day off? I remember when I heard that, I was like, what? I think that's where I first saw Chris Tucker. No. The first movie. I saw him, he did a little stand-up and had me in tears. And then I saw him in Friday. He made that, man. He made that. That was too funny. It's Friday, and you ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, he be telling me be quiet. No, I'll be quiet. But then when he leave, I'll be talking again. Oh, man. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Debo. I feel like I should rank 5 the trophy champs along the way as well. Yeah, may as well. Why not? Triple G! What up, man? How you doing? Did Friday come before the movie he was in with Bruce Willis? I think so. I believe so. Because I'm trying to remember, but I believe Friday was his first movie. Although he did stand up. Now you're going to make me look it up. All right, Chris Tucker. Wikipedia. Hey, he's my age. I'm actually older than him by 7 months. I'm 7 months older than him. What you know? I didn't know he was born 1971. Yep, stand-up comedian on Def Comedy Jam. Ah, House Party 3. He was in House Party 3, although I don't remember him in House Party 3. Okay, yep, and then Friday, right after that, that's where I remember seeing him. Then he was in The Fifth Element, Money Talks, and Rush Hour came after all of those. And he grew up here, Decatur, Georgia. All right, yeah. I do remember him on Def Comedy Jam. Billy D! Beer! Belly! Buddha! What's up, man? Those are some bad options right there. Okay, I can't remember. I'm like, now, when was the first movie you see? Yeah, Friday. Apparently he was in House Party, but I don't really remember him in House Party. And even the wiki said that he gained more notoriety from Friday, which he did right after he did the House Party. House Party 3. I don't remember him in House Party 3, but Friday, that was it. And I know y'all remember Fifth Element. Boy was woo wildin'. Yeah, good evening. Clock change Sunday, Mother's Day. Here Sunday. Wife's birthday is on April the 3rd. Nice. Too much, too much. And you gotta do it all. Every single one. Uh-huh. So decided to push Valiant on Mini and Baby 2. Bahamut gave me green stress. Bahamut wasn't that bad, but the inputs and stuff. I don't remember House Party either. Yeah, I don't. His first movie he was in was The Meteor Man. Really? You sure? They didn't have that listed. Hold on. Was that him? When did he do Meteor Man? Hold up. You're gonna make me look it up again. Made his debut in 1992 as a stand-up performer. Okay. He made his feature film debut in House Party 3. That's Bernie Mac. What did he do in here? He must not have done a... And then he did Friday in 94. I mean, 95. 97, he was in The Fifth Element and Money Talks. I remember Money Talks. I think that was one where he was actually the star. No, he was a co-star in that one too. And then in the 2000s, Rush Hour. All right, let's see. Okay. Def Comedy Jam. House Party 3. Yep. Oh, whoa. I didn't know that. That's why he didn't do the next Fridays and stuff. For religious reasons. He did not want to promote others smoking marijuana. Okay. P. Dominique Wilkins. Nah. He was the MC in Meteor Man, huh? Really? When did Meteor Man come out? Was he uncredited? Wait, I found it. He was uncredited. That's why. You're right. He was uncredited. He was the MC in the mall. 1993. And he was Johnny Booze in House Party 3 the next year. Wow. Yeah, he didn't get credited for it. All right, Epinosis, take care, man. Yeah, check it out. See? Meteor Man. Uncredited. And they didn't even mention it up here. See all this? So how can they? Well, I guess the only one he got credit for, because look what it says. He made his debut 1992 as a stand-up performer. All right. Then it said he made his feature film debut in House Party 3. There's nothing here that mentions Meteor Man. But then you go down here, and that's the first one that he was in. Just no credit for it, I guess. All right. Interesting, interesting. Okay, yeah, Ice Cube gave a lot of them their first big roles. Yeah. Chris Tucker, Cat Williams. I did a meme years ago of Bees as that dude, Fifth Element. Oh, him. The character he played. That was too much, man. Boy could go. If he was in Meteor Man, he didn't get creds for it. Yeah, exactly. He was considered an extra. Probably. But yeah, so he didn't get credit for it, so I guess they don't really count that. But technically, that was his first, the first movie he was in. My favorite roles he did was in The Fifth Element and The Rush Hours. Yeah. He went all out. I ain't gonna lie. I love him in Friday. I love him in Friday. I like him. Okay, so I like him in Friday. I like him in Money Talks. I like him in The Rush Hours. I like him in The Fifth Element. He was over the top in The Fifth Element, man. He just busted in there. Woo! Hey! I was like, boy, go ahead. He ain't care. Anybody watching The Fifth Element, you might forget a whole bunch of people. You ain't forgetting him. Tell you that. But yeah, I loved him really in all those roles. Ooh, Billy D, what you sent me? Is that the meme? Wait, that's Beezy. Okay, that's what you meant. Gotcha. That's Killer Beezy made up like Fifth Element. Gotcha. That's fire. What did Beezy say to that? All right, that was fire though. He is an actor that puts his all in his role. Yeah, he's something else, man. Meteor Man is a classic. Yeah, black superhero. You know, I watched it. I did not remember him. He said he loved you. There you go, man. That was fire. He looked good in it too. Ain't gonna lie. Oh man. He might have been saying that so you don't do worse to him. Be like, hey, I could put your face on the doggy. But yeah. When I saw him, he did when he did that Def Comedy Jam stand up. He had me in tears. I used to watch that all the time, man. Used to record them, and when friends would come over, we would watch some of that. You know, I always had something for us to watch. You know, when my friends would come over. But most of the time, I stayed out the house. I'd be rolling around with my friends, hanging out. Be up on campus. And although it sounds bad, just remember we were teenagers. I would cruise by the local high schools to show off, you know. Had my car, tinted windows, Camaro, IROC, just roll by. Watch them going, you know, just showing off. And like I said, just remember, at the time, they were our age. And remember, I got skipped. So we're talking girls that were like my age or a year younger, you know. But yeah, just like showing off. No, we didn't try to pick up nobody. Like I said, just showing off. I can't speak for my friends now that was with me, but for me, I was just showing off. Martin Lawrence gave a lot of them the first big break on Def Comedy Jam. Yeah. But wait, him and who did Russell Simmons? I'm eating my dinner and I can't barely eat my dinner seeing all BZ memes. He was fired for them years ago. Oh yeah. But yeah, Russell Simmons, what did he do? Because he did a lot. Although we're hearing some things about him. Yeah, he created it? Okay. I was going to say, I remember Russell Simmons. Hey, Aquil! What up, man? How goes it? We over here cooling and chilling on a Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's last day. Woo! Man, that AI needs to stop doing that. It's dashing forward, dashing back, and blocking. Yeah. Him and Rick Rubin. Yeah, I heard that name before, too. But, oh, I love me some Martin, man. Martin! Martin! And what's her name? I forgot her name, her real name. But Pam, when I saw her on Everyone Hates Chris, the mom, she looked the same. I'm like, go ahead, girl. She done grown up looking just like herself. Gina, not so much. But still like Gina. Still like I'm surprised she didn't do more because she was very talented. Actress, and she could sing. Boy, you wanna write? Oh, let me be. I don't wanna be alone tonight. Y'all remember that? Girl could go, man. She had me. School days, whoop, I was done. Woo! Nope. Why when I run up on you, you want to do a heavy attack? That ain't cool. I know it's out of your wheelhouse, but I am going to try to pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2 on Tuesday. My wife wants that. I'll be looking into it as well. Okay. You know me. Yeah, I don't know where Mike is. He might be asleep. Ew. But yeah, I heard, you know that girl that clocked the other girl upside the head with a baton during the race, right? I heard somebody break that thing down. Oh my goodness. They broke it down tight. I mean, they went in on her parents, and I was in 100% agreement. That's all I could say. Basically, he was saying this is the result of basically not having certain standards and encouraging emotions to be let out all the time. He's like, no. He said, you don't want to bottle stuff up all the time, but you don't let out your emotions all the time with everybody. That's not good. But the narrative that a lot of folks are pushing these days is, do as you feel. Instead of having some sort of a standard, do as you feel. And what you see in there is a result. I'm like, what? Who's good against Kindred? Spider-Ham can do Kindred. I've done Kindred with Sinister too. A lot of people can do Kindred if you play them right. What happened? Triple G, you hadn't heard of it? It was during a high school track meet. And if you do a search for baton track runner, you'll find a bunch of them. Okay? But basically, they're running, and they run around the curve. One girl is starting to pass her, passes her up. And right as she passed her, the other girl hauls back and blah, hits her in the back of her head with that baton. Girl drops the baton, holds her head, stumbles off the track. Later, she's diagnosed with a concussion and a possible skull fracture. You hear from the girl that hit her, it was an accident. We looking at the video. We see the video. And she said it was an accident. Then she got up on TV, had this tearful interview talking about she wouldn't do that on purpose and everything. We saw what you did. And then her mama came up there talking about, I don't need to see basically any video. I know my daughter didn't do it. Okay. So she's surrounding herself with, or she is surrounded by, people that are enabling her. Then you think it gets better than that. Okay. She holds a rally and got a bunch of people talking about we stand for her. What? She hit this other girl in the head. Now she's trying to say it's an accident, but she hit this girl in the head so hard that she gave her a concussion and a possible skull fracture, right? But people are standing with her. And then The NAACP, these are 2 black girls. The NAACP has to put their 2 cents in this. They got no business in this, but they're up on the side of the girl who hit the other girl. Now the parents are taking her to court, charged her with assault. And they're saying, oh, no. She shouldn't be charged with assault. I mean, don't you know what that could do to her? She might have trouble with school. You know, she might not be able to get into this school. It's going to mess up her scholarships. No. You shouldn't have done that. This girl got an anger problem. She needs to be held accountable and go through some therapy. Because if they don't do that, we're going to see her on the news again. And it's going to be much worse. We see it all the time. You know, we see this all the time. And she's up there just crying. Do you know what she said in her interview? She said, you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking about my mental. She clocked this girl upside the back of her head and said, you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking about my mental. They need to do something. And she's not going to get help from her parents because her parents are just as bad. So, whew, yeah, it's a big thing. People have been talking about it for weeks now. You know, just, and you have to look. And then they tried to say, well, you only saw one angle. They got that thing out in all kind of different angles, and some of the angles make it look even worse. She even admits, she said, I know what it looks like, and it looks bad, but I know I didn't mean... I saw a crazy breakdown of that. And one of the things that he was a runner, and one of the things he pointed out is that she was boxing the other girl out. It's something that they teach you to do to try to keep them from passing you. So she was on the inside lane. And when the girl started to pass her, she ran to the outside of her own lane so that she was nearer to this girl. But the girl was still passing her. And that's when she bopped upside the head. You got to see it. I can't imagine anybody watching that and saying honestly that she didn't do that on purpose. I can't see it. It's crazy. I mean, she hauled back, y'all. You gotta see that video. She hauled back and clocked that girl. And gonna try and say, oh, I lost my balance, and when I started pumping my arms again, it hit her. No, baby girl. No. So she never apologized. She just kept running. Of course they got disqualified. Man. Right, and didn't the NAACP also say that it was racist for anyone to say that she intended to hit the other girl? Yeah, man, people use the word racist and they don't know what it means. They really don't. And they use it so much incorrectly that they weaken the term. Think about it. When you hear people start saying, oh, that's racist, you don't even think about it the same way. Because people use it all the time. And they use it in the wrong way. I can promise you this, just because it involves race don't mean that it's racist. You can be prejudiced and not racist. Okay? Now, what I did hear her say was that people were calling her racist slurs. So, you know, if you have some people outside calling her, you know, the N-word and all this other stuff, you know, that's something different. Yeah, T. Smitty, but Tanya Harding. When I saw that, I fell out. I told my sister that, and she just kept laughing. But Tanya Harding. It's ridiculous. I've been watching so many other. I saw her father on TV. He was all people are rushing to judge you. They see only one. Yeah. Slinger. It's crazy. But look, if you're watching the mother and the father, is it any wonder the daughter is like that? Look at what they're doing. And mind you, they got video evidence. We can see it. And actually, they said something about what you think you saw. So now, they're trying to tell me that what I saw wasn't what I really saw. Really? You know, it's one thing if we didn't have the video and everybody saw this thing, right? If you just had somebody talking about it or saying it or eyewitness accounts, you know, those can be wrong, you know, but we seen it. What in the world? Yeah, but Tanya Harding, Poker Woman, I didn't see that one. I just watched the video. It looks like she tried to swing on her a second. Tell me about it. Kingpin, you see now, right? Not only does it look bad, but I mean, it looks malicious, right? In court, do you think they're gonna get a jury to say, oh, it was by accident? And she got a rally where she over there crying. Now, somebody broke down something during the interview because they don't always play the whole interview. They played the whole interview and she broke it down. And the girl at times was laughing. She couldn't seem to help herself. And that is something that, let's just say people that have mental issues, they can't help it. You know, like you'll see people who are being interrogated for some violent crime, and as they're recounting it, they're reliving it, and they, you know, they'll be like, yeah, and then I hit, sorry, and then I hit them, and it like that. That's what she did. Yeah, I saw a zoom in and saw the eyes. Her head turned so that she was facing her. And she hit exactly what she aimed at. Man, they need to get that girl some help before it's too late. That was crazy. She was actually going to hit her again, but the other girl ran off to the side. Yeah, she stumbled off. Because that first hit gave her a concussion. That's just ignorant people. Yep. That is just ignorant people. Yes. Mike Holden. Yes. Do you know what another name for an ignorant person is? That's the N-word, by the way. That's the actual definition of that word. It's an ignorant person. It has come to mean something else and become a racial slur and all of that, of course. But, yes. They overuse something like that in the wrong way. It waters it down. Yep, exactly. Should be used appropriate so they don't lose their impact. Yeah. They're supposed to be racing. I know. Girl wasn't planning on getting hit in the head. And she was passing her. She couldn't stop her either. Except to bash her in the back of the head. That was all she could do. If any college still gives her a scholarship, they're just as bad as her and her parents. Let them do it. I just hope that she gets, if they don't drop the charges, because she has been charged. And I hope that they do not drop the charges, that she gets convicted. It's a misdemeanor, by the way, so it's not like she's going to go to jail. She was, I believe she's a juvenile when it happened, so it's a misdemeanor. She'll get maybe community service, mandatory counseling, something like that, you know? And maybe a fine. Maybe have to take care of the girl's medical bills, you know? But yeah, those parents are trash as far as I'm concerned. They are raising a sociopath, and they're probably sociopaths. I heard that as well. Maybe that is what the NW say. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what they, because that's the only thing. Although they also started talking about she shouldn't be charged and the impact it may have on her future, and how the courts marginalize black folk and all of that. No. This girl committed assault. Okay? Now, she said it was by accident, but she committed an assault on that other girl. We need to find out what the court's gonna say. She's not convicted yet. So, you know, I don't know. We can't say allegedly she hit her, because she hit her. We can say she allegedly did it on purpose, because it sure looks that way. It was swung with bad intentions. That's exactly what it looks like. She reached back and bashed the guy. Yeah! I mean, and can you imagine Slinger being told you didn't see that? And then being serious? You were like, I just saw her bash that girl's head in. Well, nah, it only looked like that. But if you looked at it from a different angle, you would see that that's not really what happened. Because that's what they're doing. She was trying to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop. What's crazy is that if this was African American, oh, yup, you right. And people have said that, Triple G. There would have been no question. No question whatsoever. Inappropriate emotional reactions to stressful situations, which is why she needs therapy. If it was the other way around, there'd be riots. Exactly. You got it. Yeah, now, mind you, this is a particular, what do you call it? Chapter of the NAACP. So it's not the whole organization. It's one president of that particular arm of it. And we are wondering what his relationship is with those parents. Why would he not be on the side of the victim? Why are they victimizing the perpetrator? What's going on? You know? Not allowed to say that. Yep. Yep, she was beat and she threw a tantrum. You know? And now here's the thing. She's young, right? She did that. If she had stopped and said, oh my goodness, I don't believe I just did that, and went over to the girl, and later got on TV and said, I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me. You know, I just got frustrated and I did that. It's not appropriate. Do you think we would have held that against her? Really? You know, as a teenager, right? we would have been forgiving. But it's because she doesn't want to admit anything. She doesn't want to take accountability. And she wants to try to lie to us and tell us we didn't see what we saw. That's the problem. I just watched a video. This little white kid has a new sibling and his stepdad is black. And he says, I knew it wasn't going to be black. Oh, yeah. I saw that, Pixie. Woo! I saw that. I told y'all that story about the white couple that had a black baby. Did I ever tell y'all about that story? No matter what happens, her college future is screwed. She will still have chances, but barely any chances. At least not on a runner scholarship. T. Smitty. I'm trying to think. It's being tried as a juvenile, but she's 18, and I think she was 17 when it happened. I'm not sure. I'm very confused on that one. I'm not sure how old she was, but she's a senior. The girl that got hit is 16. And the girl that hit her is 18 now, at least. Those batons are lightweight aluminum, so very, very light, but really hard. Yeah. Assault and batony, really? Everyone deserves a second chance, so she will have a chance, but it's going to be very difficult. Yeah. Let's be a reminder that you can lose everything you worked hard. Just one instant. Yeah. Reminds me of those two wrestlers. The dude lost and hit the other guy when the ref raised his hand. Best believe her attorney is who told her to say it wasn't on purpose, just to open the door for debate. Beyond reasonable doubt becomes more cloudy. Well, it has to be reasonable. Yeah, apology would have gone a long way. Hell no, I would have commended her for taking ownership. You know? I mean, we have lost it at times, right? We've done things, especially the older folks. We know the things we've done when we were younger. Okay? So we would give her a lot of grace. The only reason that we're talking about this is because we're seeing her on a path that don't lead to anything good. That's why we want her to have consequences and we want her to get help, or else it's not going to be good. And we get mad at the parents because, as far as I'm concerned, the parents are not doing what they should be doing. Their concern should be about their daughter's character. And it does not look like it. But you can't give what you don't have. So her parents may not have that kind of character either. So if they don't, they can't give it to her. It's bad. It's really bad. Well, the victim's so traumatized, her top bedroom locker drawer is empty now. Oh, lie and deny, rinse and repeat. If she did that, her attorney wouldn't have a chance in court. You got it. Just thinking as an attorney right now. Chip G and Matt Murdock. Oh, yeah. Matt Murdock. Or MacLeod. All being said, I don't want that girl getting the book taught. No. I want her to go to therapy. A suspension from track, competing. And maybe some community service. That's it. And it's a misdemeanor. So that's it. That's all, they'd be getting. But the therapy, for sure. And the suspension. She needs some time away. If the victim was only 16 and they are able to try her as an adult, then it could be upgraded to assault on a minor. Yeah, I don't think they've done that yet. Look at Mike Williams' kid. He was shooting guns at his friend's car. He was the first kid to get paid like a pro, even youth. He was in high school. He lost everything, went to court. Yeah. When Gen X did it, there is no record of it. Wait, huh? Wait, what? Y'all confuse me. What y'all talking about, Gen X? I mean, to get her found guilty, it would need to be beyond a reasonable doubt. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the standard is for that. Let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can see the charges. All right. She's charged with battery, looks like. Okay, so she's facing a misdemeanor charge. Alayla Everett. Okay. Bethany Harrison said this week that an assault and battery charge has been filed. Okay. Let me see if I see anything else. Yeah, the Portsmouth woo, NAACP chapter. That was the word I was looking for. Chapter. That's who's coming to her defense, saying she's an honor student and blah blah blah. Yeah, no. None of that makes a difference. Let's see. All right. I don't see anything more about the charges. Okay. Yeah. Misdemeanor, assault and battery. Let's see. All right. And this happened in Virginia. So let's look and see if we can get. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, there's different things against if you did assault against certain types of people, like a judge or, you know, all of that. Or somebody who's disabled. But let's see. So any person who commits a simple assault or assault and battery is guilty of a class 1 misdemeanor. And then if the person intentionally selects the person because of race and religious conviction, gender, they have a whole list of things, sexual orientation, gender identity, color, ethnic, whatever, then they get jail time of at least 6 months. But that's not on the table there. So that's just a class 1 misdemeanor. And I don't believe beyond a reasonable doubt is needed. Let me check here. Let's see. Yeah, assault and battery, all right, so defines assault and battery as distinct but related offensive. Assault does not require physical contact. Interesting, so that's why it's the battery. Batonery. So you can assault somebody with verbal. Okay. Intent is key in determining whether an act qualifies as assault or battery. The prosecution must prove the accused acted willfully, not by accident. So that's why they said what we said earlier, why she said it was an accident. For example, an unintentional bump in a crowded space does not constitute battery, but an aggressive shove accompanied by a threat could be both assault and battery. The victim's perception matters in assault cases, as the fear of harm must be reasonable. The context of the incident also influences how the offense is interpreted. If the victim knew the accused could not carry out a threat, such as someone making a threat while restrained, an assault charge may not hold. Battery must involve an intentional act. Accidental physical contact, even if it results in harm, does not meet the legal definition. Courts examine witness testimony, surveillance footage, and prior interactions to determine whether the offense occurred. See that? That is what's going to happen to her. It's not beyond a reasonable doubt. They're going to look at witnesses. They're going to look at surveillance. And didn't you see the surveillance? What does it look like? We may not be in her head, but when you see that, you're going to be like, nah, you did that on purpose. All right. Now, Virginia differentiates between misdemeanor and felony assault and battery charges based on severity, victim identity, and aggravating circumstances. Simple assault and battery involving minor incidents without significant injury, a concussion is not significant, is a class 1 misdemeanor. Now, what you were saying, Triple G, certain conditions elevate the charge to a felony. Assaulting a protected individual, like law enforcement, judges, healthcare workers, teachers, stuff like that. That she would be looking at jail time. All right. All right, so what she's looking at, up to 12 months in jail and a fine of up to $2,500. Judges may impose a combination of jail time, fines, probation, community service, or anger management courses. And that's what she's looking at, because it's a misdemeanor. And I doubt they're going to give her jail time. So I would be looking at maybe probation, community service, anger management. Anger management courses I want to see her get, period. Now, there are also civil. If she gets convicted of assault and battery, they can also sue her civilly to get money for the medical expenses. Woohoo! Oh, here we go. Hold up. So, in civil cases, you're only required on the preponderance of the evidence, not a beyond a reasonable doubt. So I guess if this is a criminal case, it's going to depend on whether it's a bench trial, or are they going to have a court, or are they going to settle? This is interesting. But yeah, they're going to examine all that. So I don't know. I don't know. You could be right. But the doubt has to be reasonable. And if you're looking at that, and I also don't know how many is required. I'd have to look that up. But how many are required if it's a jury trial? Is it a jury trial? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, no, that's a different. Yeah, that's not the misdemeanor. Aha. Simple assault happens when someone appears to want to cause bodily harm to another person, but does not follow through. Okay, so that's simple assault. Let me see. Simple assault starts at a class 1 misdemeanor. If convicted for the first time, can lead to the jail. Okay, so that's that. That's what she's got. Oh, and that's what they're wondering, because that conviction will be on their record permanently. It's going to follow her for the rest of their life. Her life. That's why they're so fighting against it. Let's see. Okay, yep. Okay, yep. You're right, Triple G. I'm reading this, and they're saying the same thing. They have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. But that surveillance, I don't see how anybody can look at that surveillance in many different angles at that and come to the conclusion that it was accidental. I mean, to get her found guilty, it would need to be around reasonable doubt. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But they do have the video. See, if they didn't have the video, I think it would have been much worse. With the baton, it would be aggravated assault, which is a felony. But she's not getting charged with a felony. They're charging her with a misdemeanor. Is records, I'm old. I still have my cave paintings. Oh, Lord. That would be in a criminal case, if I'm mistaken. In a civil, yeah. In a civil, it's just the preponderance of the evidence. And I think this is criminal. She better lay low. Battery and baton charge. Get them in Ann Summers or adult shot. Lord have mercy. I know it sounds like I'm being savage, but the attorneys are savage to get that win. They are. They are. They shouldn't be, but yeah. Hey, Andy Beckett. Let's see. Bad conduct and assault caught on camera. I mean, it's on camera. That's going to be hard. They want to make an example out of her because this was done at a high school event and everybody saw it. It went viral. It was road rage without the car. Yeah. I don't agree with them saying a concussion isn't a big thing. They're saying it by the charge. Whoever decided to charge her the way they did. So, yeah. But I agree with you. I don't think it's a little thing. Yeah, now, she doesn't have a cracked skull. It was only a possible... I haven't heard that she actually did have a fractured skull. But the concussion, yeah. Yeah. They said a possible skull fracture, but they haven't said that she did have one. At the end of the day, if she goes and apologizes from her attorney's point of view, that was the last thing she needed to do. You got that right. Yeah, let the doctor's voice be heard. Immediate apologizing is an admission of guilt. Well, guilt as in she hit her. She doesn't deny hitting her. So she could apologize for hitting her and say that she did not mean to. So it was accidental. So she wouldn't be where she is now. Maybe. Because it really looks like she did it on purpose. That video in 4K, you got that right. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. We finished all the arenas except for the Summoner Trials, which I'll do over some time. Let's see. KT1 is streaming. Hashtag Out of the Shadows. And remember, Monday, I won't be here at my normal time. I may stream later that night. I'll try to keep you guys up to date. All right, so take care, and you all have a blessed day.